Today's sponsor is Strong Coffee Company. Go check them out at strongcoffeecompany.com. Use the promo code ATI Wrestling and receive 20% off any order. Welcome to the show, Notorious BBJ. What's going on?
What's up, guys? Yes, that's me. First name Big, last name Judy, middle name Booty. What's
I
up, guys?
I love it. When I we was talking about this before you came on, I was just like, I didn't want to sound derogatory when I said it, but I was just like, I know it's got to be Big Booty Judy when you said BBJ, and of course it was. And I love it. I love that name. It's just great. It just is. It's a good click to it.
Yeah,
So you've only been in wrestling for less than a year, really. Like June of 2024 is when you actually made your debut, right?
correct. I had like one Rumble like a year before that, but I really didn't start training till like I would say like 2 years ago. And then I had my first singles match in June at Rocket City Championship Wrestling in Hazel Green, Alabama. And I've been going pretty much nonstop since then. There's been a couple like free weekends, but yeah, I've been pushing it, grinding hard.
It's always great when you don't have those open weekends, when you're always booked, when you got something going on. It's just great. Now you brought up Rocket City. That's where you trained at, correct?
Yes, that's where I started. Hmm.
They have the big wrestling con every year up there. One of my current clients, Mr. Vladimir Koloff, has made his appearance at Rocket City a couple of times, taking on Barry Koloff, I know,
Oh
and
wow.
won. Yeah. So that I think it's been a couple of years now that he took on Barry, but I can very well remember when that happened. And I actually had Barry on my old podcast, King of Wrestling podcast. Rocket City, they do it big when they do the WrestleCon deal,
Oh yeah,
and
I think this year he is bringing in a ton of names. I think two OVW guys. Sin Bodie is a regular
yeah,
for Wrestling Con. Who else? We're getting somebody else, but it's like the biggest one they've had in a while. Like as far as names goes, they're really showing out.
well, I think the time that my Koloff, Vladimir Koloff, was on the show, I believe Too Cold Scorpio was on that show as well. So yeah, it's always fun and it's always good to get independent wrestling out there. And I think Rocket City's done a great job over the last few years of really pushing it. And now, where did you get your first match at? What building was your first match in? Was it that building?
Yes, it was Rocket City down on like same building right behind Cosmos Gym. I had my first time in the ring was a Rumble at the Wrestling Con, and then the following year, it was like maybe I had Wrestling Con again, and then 2 weeks after that, I had my first match, and it was with New Japan's Chase Owens. That was my
Oh,
first deal.
Chase.
Yeah,
Yes.
so kind of a big deal. Like he was, it's like, dang, I'm actually pretty good. And then of course after that, I had more single matches. I was like, oh dang, I need to work more.
Well, Chase Owens, Bullet Club, all of that good stuff, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah, I mean, that's that's marquee right there.
Huge, huge. So that was very, very special. Not many people could say that. Like their first singles match was, I mean, it was still like very new and very green, but I mean, it was good, a good match.
And that's awesome. I mean, I'd love to my first match or something to be against Chase Owens, but we talked about like your training. We talked about when you debuted. Kind of want to know like what got you into wrestling. Like what was the passion that drove you to get into it?
Oh man. So I've always loved fitness. Of course, my first love is CrossFit. I mean, I've been doing that since 2013. Love the fitness aspect of it, the community, just like always, something's always new. Then my ex-husband introduced me to wrestling. I never grew up with it at all. Like I knew who Hulk Hogan was, I knew who The Rock was, but that was it. So of course, his best friend Conrad is also loves wrestling, and
Oh,
they're
we
kind of
know.
like introducing me to some of the stuff, and like I got to meet like the Flair family, um, and like oh dang, this is the wrestling royalty, and
Yes.
um, then I was helping with Starcast, like seeing that come to fruition. That was amazing, and I did a lot of talent help. So I got to meet a lot of the wrestlers and just got to talking with them and the fans, and I realized like this community is amazing. Like you can live in say like England and Alabama and you could all like connect just based on like the matches and stuff you've seen. Like we live on totally different time zones, live totally different lives, but we can all connect on this one match that we watched. Like, oh, do you remember this moment? And you both like you're like, oh, it was so amazing. It's just I don't know. I think it's very much like CrossFit. It's very accepting and I don't know, it's just like a safe place to connect with
I
people.
don't know if CrossFit's accepting. I think, I mean, I,
It is. And it gets a bad rap, yeah, for sure. But it
well,
is
I'm not talking about, I mean, I'm just saying, like, man, I get tired just looking at people doing it. I mean, I'm like blown up, like, the second I start watching it. Like, that was Seth Rollins' big thing. Like, when
yeah.
he first come in, I had Zicky Dice on the show, and Zicky trained with Seth, and he was
Dang.
just, yeah, Seth, well, basically, Seth trained him. And Zicky was just telling me, like, how how his cardio was just through the roof, how he did all his things with CrossFit. And I was just sitting here watching some of the videos, and I'm just like, man, I'm tired. I can't even move. I'm going to bed now. I got jelly arms, and I ain't even done nothing yet.
Yeah, it can look crazy. I'm a coach as well, and we have members that are like range from 16 to all the way to 73. Like anybody can do it. So
73-year-old
yes,
doing CrossFit? Come on
yes,
now.
yeah, it's for everybody. So yeah, he introduced me to that, and one of my like lifting coaches had Barry's number. He's like, "You should try it," and so I just picked up the phone and showed up to training and fell in love with it.
Wow. I mean, CrossFit's it's crazy now. I mean, but a 73-year-old, that's got
Yeah,
me.
yep. So
He should
like,
be in a nursing home, not doing CrossFit. I
no,
mean, come on.
so active, and like, I mean, Action Mike Jackson, he's 75 and he's still doing this.
Don't even bring up
Yeah.
Action Mike Jackson. That man disrespected me in my own ring one night. You
Okay.
know, I had my guy John Taylor defending his Mississippi championship against Action Mike Jackson. What's he do? He puts me in some kind of leg lock or headlock here and flips me over. And I'm sitting here thinking, in front of my family too.
Dang.
The only time that most of my family came to a show and they get to see an old man beat me up. But
Age
no,
just a number.
and in all seriousness, Mike he's a great guy. He
He's
will go
awesome.
out of his way. He's helped us a lot, and he's got such a plethora of knowledge of the wrestling
Yeah.
business. And if you ever get a chance to sit under his wrestling tree, you definitely want to. That's no doubt there.
Mhm.
Now, where are you out of?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Huntsville. And
Yes.
you mentioned Conrad. I'm just going to have to ask: is he really that asshole that everybody says he is, or is he a nice guy?
No, he is probably the most generous person I have ever met. Like,
You can hear it come across. I was just being,
yes. Yeah, he is incredible. Everything he touches turns to gold, but it's
yeah.
because he cares so much. Like,
Well, that's because he puts the work in.
he
I
does.
mean, people think that he just poof magic. This all
No.
happened. That's not the way it goes. You
Mm-mm.
have to put your work in. You're gonna have to work extra, and you can tell he's got a the work ethic that he has is unbelievable. So
Yes, I mean nothing was ever given to him. Like he's built his empire
and
himself.
definitely that's the way it
Yeah.
happens. Uh,
Mhm.
Now I want to jump back to Rocket City real quick. We talked about WrestleCon stuff, but what does Rocket City mean to you, like overall in your heart?
It is like the beginning. I mean, that's where
You
I
always got
mean,
that special place with the where you
yes,
started. It's always got a special place in your heart.
right. Yep, that's where I started. I mean, you have to start somewhere, and they have definitely given me the tools to begin.
Well, so who are some of your highlight matches that you've had that you that you look at and you say, besides the Chase Owens, that you say, oh man, I love that match.
Well, recently at TWE, I had my first like tag team there is with this guy called Country Boy Coots. And we just like our energies is not like it's wild. Like we just match each other's energies and we just like I've never gotten such a high than that moment. Like we tag with this guy, this tag team called
So it was basically instant chemistry, right?
yes, instant chemistry, and I'm like, oh man, and we just like feed off each other. I mean, I get so many ideas. So really, just tagging with him. We've had a match with the Revolution. I think they're from like the Anarchy area. I don't remember what state that is. Illinois or Indiana.
I think that you're talking about St. Louis Anarchy.
Yes, yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
from there.
Missouri. Yeah,
Yes, so
it's in that area. Indiana, Missouri. It's all they all run up in there. Yeah.
yeah, so I would say that's been a really big thing. Like that's when I knew I was like, we got something. Like this is awesome.
Well, we're gonna bring up old Cooter here in a minute, but because I can already tell that his mom and dad probably had the same last name before and after they got married. But here's the thing, that's coming up tonight. TWE is coming up tonight.
Yeah,
Is it Red Bay, Tennessee tonight, though, right?
Red Bank. Yes.
Yeah, Red Bank, Tennessee. Okay, I'm sorry on that. But I do want to bring up something before we get to the show tonight, because that's what we're going to do. We plugged it on our show Thursday night. We talked a lot about the matches that were going on, because there's some impressive matches. I mean, you got Hunter Drake and Newman going at it.
Huge.
That's going to be a huge match. You got Aaron Wade taking on who is it? Tank?
Who is Tank? The Tank. My goodness.
The Tank. What
Yeah.
you're acting like he's the Ohio State University or something. Come on,
Dang. I
Tank.
mean, 20 years. Like he is amazing. So a Kumite match. So that's
Yeah,
gonna be
and
wild.
and we explained that uh, Thursday night on the show. We My co-host Nick Hunter dug into it. Was talking about Bloodsport, the movie,
Yeah.
and where that come from, and we're just kind of like, that's pretty good. I mean, if I could be there, I would definitely be there tomorrow night. My niece has got a prom; it's her first prom,
Dang.
so we gotta get her ready, and then I've got to see her also. I've made sure that I didn't plan no wrestling shows for this weekend,
Yeah.
but the good news is I will get to watch it because I'm gonna watch it on IWTV, and
Yes.
you can too. All you gotta do is go sign up on IWTV, and I promise you it's worth the $10.99 a month. They do not sponsor the show, so that's a cheap plug for them. Go check it out, and you can watch Sink or Swim tonight on IWTV and get to see Big Booty Judy on there as well.
Yep.
So, but I do want to show you a clip before we get to talking a little bit more about that. I want to show you a clip that I saw that was floating around on the internet. I want my fans and listeners of the show to check this out and then I want you to explain to them why you did this. But
Wow.
let's just take a look at the clip real quick.
Roll.
Okay, so you spit in this guy's beer. Uh,
Did I?
why? Why?
Why? I mean, we can't be good all the time. And
No,
when there's some bad energy. So I was coming in hot. He offered it to me. I mean, I asked for it and I needed to get rid of my gum. So
man, do you know he probably couldn't afford another beer? That was probably the only beer he had this year. And now he has to go back home to his wife, who is probably his sister too, and go through all this again, and you spit in that beer, which is
yeah,
probably watered down Michelob or something. But
probably.
it was worth it. I loved it. I thought it was fun. I just enjoyed seeing that because I was like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So now your opponent that night
Hmm.
snuck one over on you,
He did. Yeah.
and I want to know how you let that happen because I
How
mean,
did I let that happen?
oh,
Uh, First of all, in my contract there, you had to be a certain attractiveness to even see me there. So he got me riled up. I had to take my jacket off. So I just wasn't thinking clearly because I was just flustered. So it was my act, like my mistake. I'll admit that. But next time, I'll be there April 25th, and guess who I have?
got him again.
I know I'll have Soraya Saber.
Oh,
Yes. It won't even get the ring with me yet.
well, that'll be interesting.
Yes.
You're gonna check out what promotion will that be?
Retinal. Same
Okay,
promotion.
okay, check it out. You're gonna want to check that out. TWE tonight.
TW tonight, sink or swim, biggest event of the year, their anniversary show. I believe they've been going on 7 years, 7 or 9 years.
Wow.
Don't
They
quote
have
me
that,
on that.
and there's a cage match tonight too.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Yeah.
about that.
That's their opening match is a cage match.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm the only one that does opening cage matches at this
Yes.
show.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
is gonna be wild. We're starting early, at 7:30 instead of 8. Yeah, coming in hot with a cage match.
now for you listeners, when she says 8 o'clock, that really means 7 o'clock our time
Oh yeah.
because it's in Chattanooga or Red Bank. I'm sorry, I want to say Chattanooga, but it's in Red Bank. Okay, so you and Cooter, the Pooter over here, is taking on Big City. Is that right?
Big City Bandits. The
Big City
dang
Bandits.
lawyers of Aaron Wade, I believe. Yeah,
He's got lawyers.
he does. Yes, some backwoods Southern lawyers, and I think there's a song about those guys.
Oh yeah, there is. It's called
So,
Midnight and or the Lights Went Out in Georgia.
right, can't trust them.
But I had a lawyer too, and he used to come with me all the time. His name was Richard No Good. They called him Dick No Good. So that was my lawyer. That was Bree and Ink's corporate lawyer. So what are you going to do tonight with Big City? Are you and old Pooter going to take him out? I mean Cooter.
Easily, they're going to get in the ring, and they don't know what's going to hit them.
Well, I mean I can't wait to see. Now you talked about the instant chemistry with you and Cooter.
Yep.
Where does Cooter come from, and why did his mama name him Cooter?
I think that's the.
Because is that where I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm just gonna
I
keep.
believe that was a last name that it was just given to him.
Whoa, whoa. There's a last name. Oh my gosh,
Yeah. Yep.
that's scary. So, but tonight is going to be a big night. Why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about it? Like we said, they can watch it on IWTV if you
Mhm.
can't be there live. But if you can be there live, can you give them a little bit more info on that?
So doors open at 6:30, 6. at if you Google TWE Chattanooga, pulls it right up. Bell time at 7:30. I believe front row is already sold out, so highly recommend pre-purchasing your tickets. If you go onto their socials, there's a link to buy them online, or you can buy them at the door. Yeah, it's always a party. The concessions are awesome. There's some lovely ladies there frying up some great meals, cheeseburgers, fries, maybe some fried Oreos too.
Oh,
Um,
fried Oreos.
yes.
I'm
So
diabetic, but
yeah,
I'd
so I
try
believe
it.
they have 7 matches. Like I said, starting off hot with a cage match and the Kumite match. Um, and then of course me, Coots and Boots have
Yeah,
take
Coots and Boots.
on.
I forgot to mention your tag name.
Yes.
I was gonna say it, Coots and Boots.
Coots and Boots, we take on the Big City Bandits. And then there's some couple good matches. Yeah. So
Newman and Drake.
Newman and
They
Drake.
because they've got a deep storied rivalry that's
Yeah.
just been pouring over. You're gonna want to check that out as well. I mean, if honestly, I'm just gonna say this: if you've never watched IWTV or independent wrestling on, YouTube or anything, you need to check this out. This will be an impressive show. IWTV does a lot of live events. There are a lot of great ones. I hear a baby barking in the background. What kind of baby you got?
I got a lot of dogs. I have 4 right now in the house.
Really, what kind?
The one barking is a Spanish Mastiff. She just showed up at my
Oh,
house.
showed
Um,
up.
yes, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I think somebody was breeding them and she got out. She was in bad condition, so took care of her.
Oh,
Yeah, she's very sweet. Her name is Reba. And then I have a pit bull mix. Her name is Dolly. Then I share another pit bull with my ex-husband. His name is Hank. And then I have another dog. Most recent one, she is a husky puppy. Her name is Shania.
okay. We got country going on all day
Yes,
long. 80s, 90s, 70s. Uh, the lights went out in Georgia. They
yes,
have, and so let me guess, you're a big country fan, then,
I
huh?
am. Yes,
And
yep.
I'm guessing Reba was some of your favorites. Dolly was some of your
Oh
favorites.
yeah,
Shania and well, of course, Hank Williams. I mean, Junior, I'm sure, but
yes.
uh, well, do enlighten me a little bit about the music, and then we'll start getting close to closing out. But just tell me a little bit about your country music obsession here, because apparently it goes deep.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's probably started with my grandmother. Always listened to, always had music playing in the car. So that's what I've always been passionate about. I mean, I love country music. I really love all music. Like, I think that was one of the things that really me and my ex-husband connected with is that we loved music. He's a radio DJ. I actually met him at a rock concert. So it's music. I just love it. I'm trying to incorporate music into my matches now. So you may see that tonight. You may see a little thing special tonight.
Getting a little curtain pulled back here.
Yes, so come tonight and yeah. So
Well, I mean, that would be awesome. Talk about, you naming your dogs like country music names. My mother-in-law is the biggest Atlanta Braves fan ever, and every one of her dogs is named after a player from the Braves, whether it be current, past,
yeah.
whatever. We got Hudson, we got Maddox.
You have a
It just
chipper?
goes, huh?
You have a chipper, Jones?
Oh yes, she did. Oh yes, she did have a chipper. She passed, or he passed, a few years ago. He was 20, but yes,
Dang.
yeah, but she names all her dogs after baseball players, and then I guess it, caught on with my brother-in-law and then my wife. But me and my wife, we got a dog, and a little weenie dog, and his name is Enzo. And
Oh,
you're probably thinking, oh, Enzo Amore, right? No, Enzo from Vampire Diaries.
yes. I
So
just started watching that. It's a fantastic show.
yeah, she loves that show. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I haven't seen it. I visited where it was filmed.
Really?
Yes, in Covington, Georgia, and all that.
Yeah.
We went over there and spent the day doing that. The only way that she got me to go all the way over there to do all this stuff was because she told me my cousin Vinny was filmed there too. So had to go do it there. But I like True Blood. Have you ever seen True Blood?
A little bit. I didn't get into it.
No, now True Blood I got into. I liked over Vampire Diaries. Now my
Yeah.
wife says, "Well, if you'll sit and watch it, you'll like it." I said, "Okay, well we'll see." Um, but it's whatever. But tonight you're gonna want to be there.
Yeah.
IWTV. Go check it out. Subscribe to it if you're not. Like I said, it's $10.99 a month, or you can do the annual for $109, and you're gonna get thousands of independent wrestling shows, not just TWE.
Mhm.
You're gonna get everything. You're even if you even like death matches, you're gonna get death matches on there as well. They got H2O
Yeah.
Matt Tremont stuff. His stuff's
Mhm.
on there. You're gonna want to check it out. So I mean, it's worth $10.99 a month. I promise you, because you're getting live events every weekend.
Mhm.
And this one tomorrow night, like there's shows going on right now, like
Yes.
from Texas and Uprising and other places. So go check out IWTV, and tomorrow night for sure check out. Uh, you're not going to miss Sink and Swim or Sink or Swim.
Yeah. Sink and swim. We're sinking
Yeah,
and swimming.
I know it ain't because I mean you're going to get to see Cooter Brown and Big Booty Judy here
yes.
as Coots and Boots,
Boots and boots.
taking on Big City Bandits, which is going to be one I'm going to be tuned into, and I'm just going to let you know right now. I'm going to watch it, and you will probably hear from me after that.
Okay.
And I'll give you the thumbs up or whatever. But before we get out of here, I just want you to go ahead and let the listeners know where they can find you. Social medias, anything, merchandise, or anything you want to sell. The floor is yours.
All right. Check me out on Instagram. It is notorious underscore BBJ. My link tree in there sends you to my merch. I've got 8x10s. I've got t-shirts, stickers. Just message me if you want an 8x10 that's signed. What else? On Twitter or X, whatever you call it, Notorious BBJ. And yeah, that's it. And then on Facebook, I don't know how you. My Facebook and Instagram are linked together, so y'all can figure it out.
Yeah, you can figure that out. You don't have a pro wrestling tees yet?
Oh, it's on there. It's on there. If you go
Okay.
on to my link tree, it sends you to Pro Wrestling Tees.
Well, we're gonna check that out, and we hear it around the Indies and Indy Limelight, who is spotlighting, the notorious BBJ. We may invest ourselves into some merchandise just to hang up here on the wall
That'd be
and start
awesome.
our independent, wrestling wall here for the
Yes.
show. So, and you can check us out on Pro Wrestling Tees too at prowrestlingtees.com/around the indies. So go check that out. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did.
And I hope tonight you and Coots, even though he's 5 generations of inbred, I hope y'all win. So, I mean,
We will win.
and
Country
hey,
strong
you,
style.
you never know. Maybe you can talk to old Cooter Brown or Cooter and maybe entice him to come on the show. Maybe
All
we can
right.
get him on and you know we can talk about his ancestry and stuff.
Dang, I'll promise some shine. I'll get them on there.
That'll work. All right. Well, just hang tight.
All right.
We'll see you later right here on around the Indies, Indy Limelight.